There is Titan Warship.
Quite the impressive Titan. Another sign that Morardain is readying once more for war with Uriah.
Look. That route goes right to the ship, just like Pyra said.
Yes, yes.
We should be able to climb down over here. Let's go.
Okay. Off we go.
Understood.
Well, it looks like we have our plan. Have to go by the cargo entrance. Welcome back to Xenoblade 2. What is she doing? What a precious child. But, in between episodes, I have leveled up about three more times. We're level 15 and 14, respectively. This is because if we head on over to my quest log, I went ahead and did a bunch of quests. Buoy Can't Swim, Fresh and Fruity, a few related to a crane thing happening over here in Torgoth, I believe this place is called. Just doing every quest I could possibly find. I made sure to make everything night and day to make sure that I wasn't missing any time-sensitive ones. And that's about it. We got about 12,000 bucks to our name. Oh! Before I forget, I said I was going to play some of that game that I immediately forget the name of. The one where you're collecting crystals with the NES graphics. And the best way to show you how I did with that would be to manage Poppy. Head on over to the Poppy swap, since I now know how this thing works. I was very intimidated, because let's be honest, there's a lot of shit going on in this game. So how this works is you pick up ether crystals in that game by picking up the crystals in the thing properly. And if you get all the way to the bottom as it's auto-scrolling down, you pick up a big chest, you head all the way back up, and then you get a bunch of rewards for it. A bunch of things that you can apply to her character here, like stuff like special AB Frontal Force 1 or AB Affinity Boost 2, and it gives you different effects. But if you also manage to not take a hit, not only does it double your score, I think my high score on that now is like 72,000, you'll end up getting like 1,500 ether crystals a run. Of course, that run can be pretty difficult toward the end, because sometimes, I believe it's randomly generated the way those maps goes, because sometimes you'll end up with more items to pick up. Other times, there will just be really fucked up places where there's a lot of enemies to deal with. But I went ahead and upgraded energy a shit ton of times to 500. I picked up one skill upgrade here, picked up all of these, and as a point of reference, it costs 6,000 for this, and then 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 for these. Like, I spent an hour at least going through that game. And what I found is that I will probably dump this character whenever there's more than enough options and I have to make a choice. When it comes down to what am I gonna choose, I'm probably gonna just dump them. Now I know that's hard to hear. It's like, oh no, say it ain't so. But I don't think I want to do that again. And given the fact that it's called Poppy A, I'm guessing that's Alpha, and I'm sure there's going to be multiple forms, and it does list that there are multiple stages over there in the whole video game that you play. I don't like it very much. I was reaching my limits. Alright? I was reaching my limits. We're not going to talk about me being dead, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's like, oh man, it's KZ. No, we're not going to talk about that. I'm just saying, not really feeling the whole, your main way of upgrading is playing this mini game. Like, not necessarily into the idea. It's a cool idea, but I feel like I'd have to do quite a bit of that. I'll probably end up using a more traditional character. If given the chance, I'm sure that we'll be switching out and I will engage with it, but I don't expect my finalized party to include a character that involves me to play a somewhat dumb minigame. Because I think by the end, I think I burned myself out on it. Because I'm an idiot and I'm gonna spend fucking 70 or 80 minutes. I considered getting that last upgrade. And at that point, once I did that, there would be nothing else to add on to that character aside from, I guess the only other thing would be to boost its energy consumption, like its fuel, which was already at 500. Or just grind for better stuff. I like how there's even a hole. It's like you're asking for someone to invade. At this point, they can't get mad. They're asking for me to be like, hey KZ, why don't you come in here and ruin our life? Why don't you come on over here and compromise everything?
Looks pretty high. Give me a moment. Pirate, you first. I'll pull you up, so hold tight. Ugh. So heavy.
What?
What did you say?
Yow!
Now, look here, Rex. You can't just go and call a lady heavy.
Oh, Rex, a little tactless.
Sorry about that. I guess I was just surprised.
No, it's not your fault.
Ooh, she heavier than Tora for sure. But that just means Pyra grown to impressive height. It is good thing. Pyra should be proud.
Poppy, pull Pyra up. Please, grab again.
She's like, I know we gotta go save the world, but
Nice,
also,
Poppy.
am I fat?
Poppy, artificial blade. This is no problem. Poppy could lift Gonzalez if necessary.
And this is how we got my 1,200-pound wife into the ship. But enough of that funny anime stuff. Let's get ready to kick some ass, particularly these random enemies inside here. I should be dealing a little bit more damage now that I've gained a few levels by using an in. Oh god, that wasn't I didn't even get the back attack on that. I fucked it up. And it did that much? Hold on. Oh, you're fucking dead. You got broken. Ooh, is that a core? It is. Nice. We'll open that. We'll open that up in a second. Okay. Can the tank fucking take point? Thank you. Two and three. That's a lot. That is a lot of damage. I'm not afraid to hit something floating, because this game doesn't care about that kind of hit detection. And I am all the happier for it. This thing's also weak to fire, so it is going to be having issues. It feels so refreshing to have a party of two. I was doing some stuff earlier before we got Tora added to the party where the game's just a nightmare. like, soloing anything in this game is the worst. Because if you're fighting, like, more than one thing, they're all attacking you. This game very much is that MMO mentality. It's like, a bunch of shit's gonna aggro on you, and you're just gonna get your ass blown out. On the right side, we have party members now. And they're tank class. It, like, makes it even better. It's just, they're gonna pull aggro from all these enemies. It's not gonna be a problem. Oh, hello. Were we supposed to fight you again? Okay. Okay, so long as I know what the plan is, then it won't be a problem. Alright, and... Alright, you're gonna fucking die. You're gonna drop a fucking core crystal for me. I need to open those up at some point. Maybe after we take out this, I was gonna say Armenian soldier. Oops, I completely fucked that up. How about this then? Okay. Let's open these up and see if they're anything interesting. I learned that there's a way to skip the animation on it. So, let's see. Ooh, boosters. Bravery booster, compassion booster, justice. What's justice? Let's see what justice does. Can I get a common rider? I kind of want a common rider. Oh, wait. The fuck?
My power is now yours.
Look at this dude. Look at this Sakon. Kind of missing a couple of sound effects, but look at this dude. A little doggo. What a nice little doggo. Alright, let's do that again. I'll use a compassion booster because I have a double of that. I want to save some of these for when I pick up a rare. I picked up a rare earlier and attempted to use it, but it didn't give me, like, a rare blade. Which made me kind of sad, which is why we didn't see it in this video. It just gave me another ball guy. Hello. What in the fuck?
I'm known as Azami.
Oh! Oh my god!
Captain, keep me by your side.
We have our first rare! Oh man, you look sick! Oh, I love this. This horrifying hussy. You are going in immediately. Very nice. Well, guys, we finally got ourselves a rare blade. Let's have a look at auto attacks. 16. Pretty neato. We'll probably use her a little bit later, just because I don't even have a way to upgrade her weapon. But I like her look. The waifu squad continues to be on point. I bet she'd make my dick haunted. Let's see. What now? We could go... What type of weapon do you use? A cannon. So am I... Oh, then I'd be a gun user with you, right? Ah, here we go. I use ether cannon. Okay, so I'll just mess around with that a little bit later. But I am very satisfied because we finally have a rare one. We finally have one that I'm willing to use. It's an attack one, so I probably would have done better getting like a tank or a healer, but in the end, you take what you can get. Alright? Beggars can't be choosers, and I'm fairly satisfied. Brute force activated. Alright, so I feel like I might be missing some stuff here. I'm thinking about opening up the dark times, folks. I have, I know I have to be missing some voice stuff, and I wasn't into hearing the character say all the voice lines. I think we may listen upon their voices once again. Then again, I'm sure there's some people who have been wanting that for a while. Why am I just walking? What happened? That was weird. I had to hit a button. There we go.
Master Pawn, Poppy can feel there is a blade in the vicinity.
Oh, but how can Poppy tell that?
Unclear. Poppy feel other blade like wave in air.
Huh. I'm not sure I get it, but maybe Dromark is nearby.
Let's try opening up some of these doors.
Oh man. Yeah, that's on fire. Oh no.
I didn't hurt anyone, did I?
Everyone check your eyebrows.
I'm sorry. It's hard to judge the power sometimes.
Pyra, Rex, Dromark, it's good to see you alive.
It very good.
See, Master Pawn? There was a blade here.
Master Titan, and forgive me, but who are they?
I'm glad Cat Butler's returned.
Dromark, we don't have much time. Do you know where Nia is?
But of course, we are in residence after all. I feel her presence.
Then let's go. We can't let her get executed.
Indeed. This way.
So due to a couple of issues, one of them being me getting lost throughout this area, and also because I'd made the mistake of having these battle voices on, I'm gonna cut out a lot of my dungeoning through this area. Fortunately, I turned it off before we reached any sort of boss.
Jin?
You alright, Nia?
Rex? You...
My lady, apologies for my late arrival.
Don't mention it. I didn't think anyone was coming at all.
As if we'd leave you. Always help those who help you. That's the second rule of the Salvage's Code.
Well, that's you all over, ain't it?
Rex! Tora has found escape route! Hurry! Hurry!
A Nopon?
He has been of some assistance.
We made a new friend.
Nice to meet you.
Well, I think we've overstayed our welcome here. Time to get moving.
This group is really dumb. Alright, we got ourselves a good thing, and yes. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Looks like you got Nia back. Now you got 3 members. I should explain roles and classes. Blades are born with a rule. Attack, healer, tank. I get it. type of blade that a driver engages will determine their fighting style, and each driver's fighting class will fall into a certain category. Some classes emphasize attack, some defense, and some a balance between. It's up to you. Generally, blades can't change roles. As an artificial blade, Poppy is the exception, changing her role using her Poppy swap. Try your hand at Tiger to try and get a hold of the role CPUs. Okay, yeah, that seemed to make sense. It's like, hey, have you played MMOs? We're basically running with that type of setup. Let's have her open up some of these. Might as well. Give us the goods. Now that I have a rare one on my on Rex, I'll need to get her one at some point. See, you need a bunch of these useless guys for you. Those sound effects are bad.
Able Blade, reporting for service.
Good to see you, Hink. Alright, you can open the last one here. Yeah, just push it into your chest. Ah, nice. We got the dog again. Koru. Alright, eventually I'll get her something worth actually using. But that is not today. See that icon? It's a heart-to-heart talk.
The inside of a Titan battleship is way different from a Monoceros, eh?
What is Monoceros?
Rex, you saw it, right? Moored at a pier back in Gouldmouth. Jin and Co's black boat.
Ah, that really impressive one. It runs without being hooked up to a Titan, right?
I'm no expert, but yeah, looked like it.
Sound awesome! Tora want to see too!
You won't get the chance, unless we see those Torna guys again.
Nah. Tora changed mind. No need to see.
Master Pond changed mind at drop of hat.
Well, the Monoceros was pretty sweet, but this is nothing to scoff at either.
For sure. It's full of things I've never seen before.
Ah, that's because this vessel is result of latest breakthroughs in Ardanian tech. Regular folk never so much as set foot on board.
You say breakthroughs in technology, but what you mean is salvage stuff, right?
Not exclusively. I've seen lots of homegrown improvements as well. Like this, see? Whatever they've stuffed in here, it's been messed with so much, I can't tell what it was to start.
That control panel, it transmits signal to Titan nerves. By running cables to different parts of Titan from here, can control signal flow much more better.
What? That's amazing.
Oi! I'm sorry.
And this cable itself have 2.4 times the speed and 12 times the capacity of previous iteration. In other words, it's on whole other level to stuff other countries use.
Ah, so if they put this in a smaller Titan vessel, it would work even better.
Ping-pong, correct!
They seem to be having fun, but it's all gibberish to me. Poppy, what do you think?
What should Poppy say?
Why Master Pond act so proud?
Hoo-hoo! Tora very because tech used in this Titan battleship is same as what Poppy's muscles and drivetrain use.
Poppy is surprised.
But, however though, ones that Poppy use are even more improved than these here.
Yet more surprise.
Are you saying you stole the tech from Mora Dane?
Come on, Tora. Is that what you call sporting behaviour?
Tora take calculated risk in service to cause of scientific advancement. As result, not even our Danian scientists capable of reverse engineer Poppy's systems. So, no worries there.
Upon learning secret of Poppy's birth, Poppy feels sense of unease.
Everything fine. Probably. Now, Rex, no time for chit-chat. Let's get going.
What's she doing with her hand there? Is she trying to figure out how she's gonna murder her master? Pawn? Probably. There.
Up.
And here comes our way out. Uh-oh.
Not much further to exit.
Not so fast, my dear intruders!
Hmm?
Letting a terrorist from Torna
Oh.
out of my grasp would make me look very bad indeed. Oh, that emerald core crystal! You must be the Aegis! Much as it pains me to admit it, it seems Morad was right on the money.
You know who Pyra is? Are you trying to capture her too, you ratbag?
No, language. But of course, the most powerful blade in all of history, with the power to rend all rest asunder. Only a fool would know of that power and not seek to claim it. And I am no fool. Therefore, I will claim her as my own. You cannot argue with such logic.
Flaw detected in final step of logic.
Sorry, pal. But you've done all the capturing you're gonna do today.
Such impertinence for a dirty terrorist.
Let's go, Pyra.
Got it.
I think we can take him.